A big warm welcome to the Body Love Revolution Summit, building a better relationship with yourself. Today, I am joined by the beautiful Rebecca Saunders, and I'm going to tell a little bit about Rebecca. Rebecca is a serial entrepreneur, a small business strategist, and an advocate for regional business. With 15 plus years experience, she's built and scaled multiple ventures, including a figure video production company. As the founder of the Champagne Lounge and the publisher of Midwestern Living magazine, Rebecca empowers regional business owners with practical strategies for growth. She specializes in tackling tech overwhelm, visibility struggles, and mindset barriers, helping businesses achieve sustainable success. As a champion of collaboration and community, Rebecca creates spaces where entrepreneurs feel seen, supported, and inspired to thrive. Welcome, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me, Emma.
So happy to have you here. We met quite some time ago in a beautiful little business group that we are part of, which is wonderful, where women come together. And we are definitely going to touch on your methodology and belief system around collaboration. But today we're going to talk perhaps something a little bit more personal in a way, which is the whole theme of the summit, which is talking about our relationship with our body and ourselves.
Mm.
And I'd love for you to share your experience and your journey of alopecia. And firstly, would you like to explain to our guests listening what alopecia is and your story?
Sure. I'll try and keep it a short story because I've had alopecia since I was 7. So it's been a good almost 30-year journey with that. Alopecia, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's an autoimmune disorder whereby your immune system attacks your hair follicles. You can get it in varying stages. So it has been brought up in the media fair few times over the last, decade or so. Most recently, I suppose you would have seen it talked about with Jade Pinkett Smith. So she also has it, but it can turn its way up in different ways. So some people have it patchy, so your hair can disappear and then it can grow back. Others, like me, have it so it attacks all your hair follicles, so you have no hair anywhere, no eyelashes, no eyebrows, no nothing, zero. So there's different phases of it, and doctors actually don't know what causes it or how to treat it. So for me, I've had alopecia since I was 7. So I had hair up until that time, and mine started to fall out but didn't grow back. And so throughout school and through that time, there was definitely that piece of learning to be completely different. At that time, I also have worn glasses since I was very, very small. So I had like the big bottle thick glasses, and then I didn't have hair, so then I had the wig on as well. Like I was like the prime target for kids bullying other kids, right? But what was in my favor there is my mum and my GP at the time fought really, really hard to get me custom made real hair wigs. So throughout my entire life, I have had the joy of being able to have those available to me. And I know not a lot of people do. And I think now, the NHS system back in the UK is probably very different, and people might not have access to all of that. But for me, I had access to wigs from almost the get-go. Growing up with that, I had a lot of fun playing around with it. I remember going to get, and I probably blocked out between the ages of 7 and 15, really. Like that's sort of kind of an age where I've kind of blocked it all out, really, because I don't really have too many memories of stories around that time. However, when I did get to a teenage sort of space, I was playing around with different hair colors. So I was, like I'd go and order my 2 wigs that I got 2 wigs every 2 years, I think it was. And I'd order one brunette and one blonde. And they're like, you don't want them the same? Like, no, it's really fun. Like I change it up. Or one time I got like a redhead one, and it was so over the years I collated quite a lot of different ones. they obviously deteriorate over time as these things do when you're wearing them all the time. So I had ones with fringes, ones that were long, ones that were short. They were different colors. And I just had a lot of fun playing with those. And it was something that I didn't hide in terms of people didn't really talk to me about it. However, it was something that was very obvious to people, but not something that was overly talked about. And I definitely wouldn't have been seen without hair on at
Yeah.
all. Like that's very, very recent. So I didn't really go hair free at all until about 5 years ago. Like you'd find me behind the scenes with family, I would be comfortable without hair on. But in terms of when, like, I would be putting makeup on and getting ready for the day, even if I was going to go nowhere. So just in case someone came, I would be like dolled up and ready to go. And so, yeah, like I feel like there's a big evolution piece there in terms of that confidence piece. Wasn't until I met my now husband, and at the time it was a 40-degree day in Australia, and he came home and he went, "Why are you wearing your hair? Like it's 40 degrees. It's like wearing a beanie inside." I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Like, so that was the starting point of me going, oh, maybe I don't need to wear it all the time, or maybe at home I don't need to, or maybe when I'm walking the dog, I can just wear a baseball cap, or maybe when I go to the supermarket, I can just do the hat. Like, and so there was the evolution of little tiny baby steps over the course of a number of years before I finally had the confidence to go, stuff it, I'm good to go. And that really, I had groups of women around me. I always have had. I've always had the support of family and friends to be whoever I was, however I wanted to be. So that's always been there. And it got to a point, actually, I was talking to the gorgeous Shelley Horton at an event. We were at a conference together, and we were talking, and she was at the beginning of her menopause journey. And I was like, I really think can like ditch the hair. Like I think I could try and do it. And she goes, go buy a pair of earrings over there and just tomorrow, just do it. Like, what have you got to lose? Like, go enjoy it. And that was the last time I actually wore my wigs full time. I literally put them in the box and went, okay, like we can do this. Didn't do things by halves though, Emma. I did whole new brand photo shoot, the website change, social media change, like gung ho, everything. And I think I was expecting backlash or some kind of comments. Got nothing. Like nothing but praise, joy, people messaging me going, oh my gosh, like I've been going through a similar thing and you've just given me the confidence to try little baby steps. So just, yeah, I don't know. You've got to go through the journey to get to it. But it's like that breakthrough point of just, yeah, I don't really care anymore was huge. Does that sum it up? That was quite a long description, but that's 30 years in a nutshell.
That was absolutely beautiful and ties in so well with relationship with body and self. Because
Absolutely.
I've known you, I think maybe I've known you for 2 or 3 years. We've
Yeah.
been in Heb, and see, I've never seen you with a wig on. I've
Yeah.
only and every time I see you and today, looking in your beautiful backdrop, you are class. Your photo shoot. Every time I see you are dressed so beautifully. Your earrings, like it's not even a thing,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is wonderful.
Mm.
But that evolution it took you to actually say, and how beautiful Shelley Horton's got on the summit, actually,
Oh,
her
she's
interview.
fantastic.
Yeah. And she's also speaking at your International
She
Women's
is.
Day too,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
wonderful. So anyone in the Mudgee area, we will pop the link. Oh, no, it's going to be after it. I'm
Oh,
so
damn.
sorry.
That's all right.
Oops, maybe next year. Maybe
Next
next
year.
year. Goodness gracious. So yes, our timing's out with that, but wonderful. So thinking about even the courage and the self-belief and that permission, and you use the word, I don't care and it doesn't matter, but obviously that was a process with your relationship with yourself and your body. And what would you say, so after hiding alopecia for nearly 30 years,
Mm.
what did it teach you really about authenticity?
So I like to, one of the things I like to talk through, and one of the keynotes that I do deliver is, you know, uh, revealing your true self after 25 years of wearing a wig. So like I really had that 25-year period of wearing wigs and hiding it. And I think there's an element, I always had that element of when I moved to Australia, I made the decision that I would be like Marmite. Now, um, if you are British, you'll understand why I said that. But in terms of there was an advertising campaign where you either love it or you hate it. And so it was very polarizing. And I remember moving here and going, I don't know anyone, so I'll just be me, and people will either love it or they'll hate it. Like, or just see who gravitates around me. And that was kind of a little bit of an experiment. And I did take, this is going to sound crazy. I did take notes as to who I was meeting and what color hair I was wearing so that in work meetings, I could go and have the meeting again with the same hair on. So it didn't freak people out. That's how like particular I was about making sure that I was making sure other people felt comfortable. Um, but it was still, you've got to be happy and in it for you to be okay and happy outside in the outside world. Like, I mean that in terms of you've got that, you know, that self piece where you can like, it was hard to do. Like you look in the mirror and you go, you know, you're beautiful, you've got this. Like you look amazing, you've got, and all those little things that sounds a bit woo woo, like, but you know, having those post-it notes on the mirror or having those little things where like every so often you catch yourself in the mirror and go, like, you've got this, you look great. Like whatever it is that you've got to say, those things really helped. Having family around me that were also like, yeah, like you do you, babe. Like you do whatever you want to do. We'll be there to support that, you know, whenever you're ready. I remember one of my friends, Cara, she said to me, she went, you do know that when you like ditch the wig and just be you, your business will freaking skyrocket. And I was like, yeah, whatever, like whatever, yeah. Um, she had the last laugh there because when I did decide to take the hair off and I was me completely, that was the year that we hit 7 figures. So I don't know if there's something there in the universe there, but yeah, when you're not wasting energy trying to be someone that you're not, or trying to be someone for the benefit of other people, I think is actually a better way of saying it. Um, you have so much more time and energy and like lightness to do the fun stuff that you want to do. Does that answer the question?
Yes, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And when you were talking through that, even which is very considerate of you to think about taking notes and thinking about what did I wear, and it's all, and to be gracious to that person so they don't get confused, is that, you know, with the hair, like very, very considerate. But what I was thinking, and then you've just alluded to it and looped to it, is the energy wasted. And whether it be someone with alopecia like yourself that is going, okay, I've got to, or someone, and I was even thinking myself, the amount of energy I've wasted about worrying because my body is bigger than I think it should be, and the stories and the energy that goes into
Mhm.
just taking away from your creativity, from your connection, your relationship with people, from doing business.
Absolutely. And like you say that, right? Like in terms of body, and that's probably a big thing for a lot of people. As women, we squeeze ourselves into such ridiculous outfits too. Like I need to fit into that size jeans because that's the size I should be. Like, babe, just go buy a bigger size and be comfortable and enjoy it. Like you know, right now I'm wearing. I love this outfit. I'm wearing like a jumpsuit, and I wear it all the time if I'm wanting to go out and like just enjoy eating out without that guilt trip. It's a jumpsuit. I don't need to have a bra on with it. Like it's got like it's comfortable. It's comfortable to work in. It's fun. It's bright. It's colorful. I don't care. Like I could sit here in like an uncomfortable outfit for sitting at my desk, but this is a little bit more zhuzhy than active wear, and I like it. So, you know, finding something that you're comfortable in, like size up, take the tags off, do whatever you need to do, because actually, you know, I have full belief that in terms of clothing, these companies are messing with our brains because no size between two shops is the same. So I would ignore it. Yeah.
This is exactly right. We are chasing rainbows because it's such an
Yeah.
illusion. You are absolutely right. I could step in as a size 16 woman. I could actually be in a dress that's in my cupboard right now. I've got a small through to a double XL, and
Right.
everything in between, it all fits me
Crazy.
because
It's
it's not
crazy.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even back to, you know, exactly that, and you just alluded to it, saying, you know, the ridiculousness that women chase these sizes and this body image, when the feedback you got from your beautiful, beloved husband, your family, and your friends. Because you are, Rebecca, you are not your body. You are your essence, you are your soul. But yet we put so much emphasis on this outside shell. And yes, and I always say health and body image has got nothing to do with each other. You can still be in a bigger body, a different body, and still be well and have great
Absolutely.
wellness and move. And you can be in a smaller body and not. We've got everything in between. But unfortunately, society has, particularly women, because of our value has been put on how we look.
Yeah,
You are
that's
of
the
more
problem.
value. And well, this is what we believe, but I wholeheartedly believe it's changing. And when women like you, Rebecca, step out without a wig on and say, here I am, and proof is in the pudding there, because your business flourished even
Yeah.
more. And can we, and it would be lovely even just to think about, why was that? Was it because Rebecca was more authentic, because her energy was not drained thinking about how did I look, what wig did I have on last meeting? Because now she's got more time for creativity. It would be really
Right.
interesting
Yeah.
to
I think
know
that that
how.
is it. That is it. I think when I look back at it, I'm like, I wasn't faffing around. Like the amount of time that it took, to get stuff right. Like in terms of if I think about it, like the time didn't take me too much time to do things, but the time it took to like get the wig ready, like put it on, like get it sorted, take it to the clean. Like didn't take it to the dry cleaners, but the equivalent like the wig shop, and I'd get it like taken there and styled back. And just the amount of time and thought process to just managing that was just like I got hours back in my week. It's so yes, the energetic. I think it was the energetic shift and the time factor shift.
Yeah.
Like, there's things there that it just gave something I didn't have to do, so I didn't have to think about it. So it was amazing. It's almost like meal planning, right? Like you spend a few hours doing it at the beginning of the week, and then all of a sudden, like everything's hunky dory for the rest of the week because you've got space to think about other stuff because you've done it. Um, so I think energy. I think people do underestimate energetic shifts. And I also think there's conversations there within your home unit, whatever that looks like, to bring them along for the ride. Because
Mm.
it's the same with body images as much as it is business growth, as much as it is moving into the next phase. Like you've got to bring the people in your orbit along for the ride because otherwise you'll end up with conversations like, babe, that's a bit woo woo, or that's a bit crackers, or like, what are you thinking? Like that kind of stuff. So I think it's important to have those conversations openly and bring them along for the ride.
Yes, and that alludes to my next question around mindset, and that's probably one of them, bringing people along for the ride. So, what was the biggest mindset blocks do you think that stop women from accepting their bodies? And I think one of them is bringing everyone along with it. But what would you say is the biggest mindset block from women accepting their bodies?
I think it's that should factor. I should look like this. I should be doing that. I should be able to fit in exercise and the gym and the kids and the family and the business and the job on and it's all around the should. It's the should. No, like, should you like or do you want to? Uh, that's one of the big shifts that I did when I was doing a lot of personal development work over the years. Like I remember working clearly with my coach Lorna, and she's like, just take should out of your vocabulary. Like parties, for example, like you've been invited to an event. Oh, I should go to that. Yeah, but do you really want to? No, but I should. And so you're already going in it with lackluster energy, right? And like that feeling of you're indebted to the thing already. Like, just do it if you want to. Like I think if you take should out of it, you can look however you want. You can dress however you want to. You can put on whatever you want. You can take out the should. I think it's as simple as that. Like it sounds simple. It takes a lot of work. You have to catch yourself on it, but it is if you take out that should piece, it takes away a whole lot of guilt.
Or I even love the example of your outfit today. I could wear something that I'm going out for dinner. I should wear something pretty, but I want to be comfortable. Can we have both? So the
Yeah.
should and the, when I'm looking at the example of this beautiful outfit you're wearing, you've got both here. I should look pretty. Yes,
Well,
I am.
for the purpose of the people watching the video, I'll
Yes.
just show you like the bottom
Joe.
half because I've got a black shirt on the top. But see
Oh,
like
it's
the stretchiest like pants, and they're just fantastic.
So gorgeous. So I should look pretty, but I want to be comfortable.
Yeah,
We can have both.
absolutely we can. Absolutely we can. And that doesn't mean active wear with makeup. Like,
Yeah.
no, like you can go and find comfortable clothes or just buy that size that actually fits. Like you can wiggle around in and be comfortable in because, no one wants to sit down and have their belt buckle like annoy them all day when they're sat at their desk, or go out for dinner and have a dress where the band on the dress just doesn't move, but you've eaten just, I don't know, something that's just gone poof and your stomach's gone, oh, I'm a bit bigger now. Like we've all had it.
Yes.
So, then we sit there feeling uncomfortable and like, oh, shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done this. And, it's the same, should and shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I love
acceptance
that.
of that.
Yeah. So the mindset shift is we remove should
Mm.
to want. Yeah.
Yes. And I think want has a bad connotation and it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I want it, and you should be unapologetic about what you want. Like your goals, your dreams, what you want on that menu, like what you want to go and buy. Like if you want it, you want it, and you shouldn't have to justify that to
Yeah.
anyone. So, take away those should pieces. You will get pushback. If I go look back at examples and went, I don't want to go to family dinner like every fortnight. I don't need to go and do that. Like, or so actually respectfully, like, babe, you can go do that, but I'm just not coming to all the things anymore. Like, oh, like, so I remember the first conversation was like, oh, so why don't you want to come though? Like, why? They'll find it really, no, it's nothing about them. It's a me thing. It's an energy thing. You can make it a big deal if you want to, but I'll come to some things. I'm just not coming to everything, So be aware of that pushback, but just it's gonna come, but they're also learning too. So
Mm.
you're trying to do something new, and that's why I'm talking about bringing it along for the ride, because you need their support around you, because you do need that rock circle. Because if things do go wrong and nasty comments will get said about something, or your hormones will be going a little bit crazy, and that one thing will just make you burst into tears, and it's like completely irrational. And we've all been there, and we've all done that too. Like, it's okay because you're in a safe space surrounded by people that like, it's fine. You do your thing and we'll get up and go again tomorrow. um, you need to bring people along for that journey in your inner circle so that you've got that support pod. Mm.
And when you bring people along on your inner journey, exactly that example, I'm not going to come to dinner
Yeah,
and saying, but I'll come to, every other, or I'll come to the next one, or whatever. I would far rather someone in my family say that than say they're coming, then that day pull out.
absolutely.
Be impeccable with your word. It is much kinder to say no, thank you, right from the get-go, than say, yeah, I'm coming. And then, speaking from experience, then when you feel like you have to potentially tell a white lie, but because you didn't honor your energy.
Yeah.
You actually said yes to something that you knew you didn't want to do, and then you pull out on the day, which is, in my opinion, far,
Well, worse.
yeah, and
Yeah.
unkind.
Unkind. And the guilt factor's there still too.
Yes.
Like you've still got the guilt factor involved.
And you've lied.
Yeah. Yeah. You made it
Potentially,
worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
made it worse. Yes. So the kind of thing is to know what you want and say no thank you, as a part to say should, and then try and pull out at the last minute because you haven't honored yourself. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
love that. So what practical steps can women take to start showing up as their true selves?
I think we've touched on those, Emma, too, like in terms of, you know, work, like be kind to yourself. So have those affirmations, like talk to yourself, those inner words. Like it is so important. The words that you say to yourself can also be the most negative. We can be so mean to ourselves. So being nice to ourselves, giving like forgiveness for things, um, putting little post-it notes on places that, I've got mine here that say, this is your daily reminder to show up and you deserve to have it all. Like, so have those things around you, pop the things, because it also, I think you've got those elements of, if you see it, you believe it. You can't be what you can't see, right? So, um, put those things in front of you. I mean, you commented offline before about the fact I've got my vision board on the wall
Yeah.
next to me. I also have it on my phone. Like
Oh,
it's the background of my phone. I resized it to make it look all pretty there, but I see it all the time. Like, yeah, I'm going for that. So put the things in front of you to remind you of why you're doing it, I think is a big thing. And then baby steps. It's not a case of, right, okay, I'm going to be completely hair free and fabulous. Let's go. No, because you're going to get out there and be like a deer in the headlights of just like, shit, what did I do? Like, well, I'm not really comfortable with this. I'm not owning it at all. So I think, baby steps, work out what you want. Have people in a pod that know that and will be there to support you, your ride or die. And then, it's going to take some time, but there'll be a moment where that just goes, dink. Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
do you feel like that's happened with you with your alopecia journey? Have you ever worn a wig since?
No,
No.
no, no, not at all. And I haven't had anyone, or had one person ask me, was it two? Let's just say one, asked me if I'd wear a wig on my wedding day. And I was like, no. Like, and I put those photos in the Sunday Telegraph. Like,
Yeah.
so that was cool. Um, no, like it just hasn't crossed my mind. And I wish I'd been able to do it sooner. But I look back and go, I had to go through the journey. It had to be the right time. If I'd pushed it earlier, it wouldn't have been right
Mm.
at all.
Like you said, you would have come out and not owned it, and that's
Yeah,
more detrimental to our soul.
absolutely. Because you're backwards and forwards, and people can feel that energy, and you can feel it as well. And it's like, do I? Don't I? Do I? Don't I? Do I? Don't I? Like, no, you can't push it either. You can't force it. It's got to come. So, it is baby steps. It is those little tiny things. It is, maybe it's wear I don't know, wearing whatever you want to wear around the house or with the girlfriends or what have you, and then like ease into doing it. I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just using clothes as an example because we've talked
Yes.
about it. But um, like eating differently or nourishing your soul in a different way or exercising differently. It's baby steps. Baby
Yeah.
steps. Because I think also one of the things we really suck at as adults is making friends as adults with new people. And that is a really hard thing and a whole nother topic of conversation, right? In terms of finding your friendship circle when maybe you've outgrown a group of people, or you're wanting to try a new hobby, or you're wanting to explore, I don't know, a new diet or whatever it is. Like finding people that you can then relate to and have those conversations with can be challenging, but you can find them. They're there, but it all
Yeah.
just takes time. Yeah,
It does. It does takes time. But that is
absolutely.
just such a wonderful thing that you never felt like you got to that point where you truly owned who you were and you're sure in yourself
Mm,
and you're able to step out and say, this is me. And even like you said, the rebranding and the photo shoot and your wedding day,
yeah,
no wig, and just saying, here I am. How
absolutely.
empowering.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, empowering to know, because I feel when someone like yourself is brave enough to work through that and be so energetically aligned with it, and it's not even a thing, that opens up for so many other people with alopecia or whatever it might be. It then gives permission for everybody else to be themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And if you can make like I pride myself on building spaces for business owners and female business owners to be themselves and show up. That's actually why I started the Champagne Lounge, was purely to like fill my cup, because I'd moved regionally. I was working by myself. I was thinking, well, maybe I just need a conversation with someone, but there was no one here in my network that I knew. I couldn't just be like, hey, you want to go have a coffee? Because I hadn't built those relationships yet. But I thought I can't be my only one that just needs to chat about something. And so it just grew that way. And people look at me and go, so what is it? I'm like, it's just the digital lounge room. Like it's a virtual lounge room that you can just hop in, have a conversation, and hop back out. Like that's it. It's as simple as that. Sometimes we just need a conversation with other people that get it, that can go, yeah, that bit's a bit sucky, but go for it. Or like, we're your biggest cheer squad here. And like, if you find that. It doesn't have to be virtual. It doesn't have to be in person. It doesn't have to be all the time. But um, yeah, there's a gem in finding that so you can step into your next. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Collaboration, connection, and being able to show up just as you are
Mm.
is a gift to everybody. So, how can women redefine visibility and confidence in their business and life?
Oh, that's a big question. I mean, redefining, you've got to be clear on what you want, I think. That's a real clear, like where you're going, like what's the next big thing. Um, and it's okay to change your mind and it's okay to change up a lot of time. Like I look back at all the photo shoots I've done, for example, over the last 4 years, and they've all had that slight different vibe as I've grown and things have changed. So I think gone is the day where you build a brand and it's set and forget.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of beautiful brand strategists to be like, but you still got to do the work. Yes, you still have to do the work on the brand because you know, the ethos and the soul of that brand really needs to be right, and that's the essence of what it is. But it's going to evolve over time, and so it's okay for things to change as you change. Um, so I think with that in mind, like test the boundaries, test the water, like see, have fun with it. I think, you know, we can get ourselves dressed up for photo shoots and events and all that kind of stuff. But do we really, if we're working from home by ourselves, do we really take the same care to get up and get ourselves ready for the day, like working from home? Now, I know hand on heart during COVID, I would get up and I would get dressed and be ready for the day. And I still do that. I would say 95% of the time. There's some times where you'll find me like no makeup. Not that everyone has to wear makeup all the time. You'll find me
Yeah.
like no makeup in like comfy like leggings and an oversized shirt and I'm at my computer. But like I've got really good underwear on underneath. I still feel really good. Like I've made myself feel good. Because I
Yeah.
think if you can feel good in what you're doing, that carries on through. So I think there's an element there of showing up and having respect for yourself to start the day. And that's how the business is going to evolve and grow and have that resilience as things change. If you can show up ready for your best day every day, like doesn't matter what that looks like to anyone else, it's what it looks like and feels like for you.
Mm.
Mm.
Self-respect, you just touched on that. That for me is higher than self-love. If I think about having such a strong inner critic voice and then going to self love, and I say this all the time, it is a massive leap. But what you just described there to me, what I heard was that was, and you said the word self respect, even though, let's say 90, because I'm a bit like you, Rebecca, 95% of the time I am dressed, even though I'm at home ready to
Mm-hmm.
work with, because it makes me feel good and it's that respect piece for me. Even when you say, even if you're in the oversized t-shirt, you still got your really good underwear on because it
Yeah.
feels good and it's self-respect. I am worth putting on lovely underwear today because I'm worth it. Because I
Absolutely.
respect myself enough to show up for me. Yeah,
Yeah. Like
respect is
try
beautiful.
it. We touched on earlier, like what are the small things we can do to make that change, those changes? Try it. Try
Try it.
putting something on that makes you feel good. Like put something on, spritz the perfume, light the candle. Like I used to talk about like what are the little VIP things that you can make you feel really special. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but that makes you feel good. So therefore you're walking into the day great, which means your energy is different. Like test it on yourself. The way you answer the phone to a client or the way you respond to an email, you respond with a smile and like a little jig, you know, like when you're doing things. Whereas if you're just in the, ugh, I'm just, ugh, like you've, energy is so different.
Yes.
And it can be really hard when you're working, you know, none of this is easy. I'm sure that's the theme going through the whole, you know, the whole summit, right? But it's all baby steps. Like it really is all those little things. But that self-respecting and feeling making sure that you feel good and like you've got it.
Yeah.
It all starts here. Like it does all start inside.
Yeah, I agree. This is exactly it. This is just these little small things for not for anyone else, just for you, so you can then show up how you want to show up.
Absolutely.
Now, this brings me to show everyone what I'm wearing, which
Yay.
is the cheers to me.
Yeah.
So, Rebecca, this is one of your creations that I very
Yeah.
proudly wear
Thank
today.
you.
Cheers to me. So, if people listen to the audio, I'm sure you watch the video. This is I'm wearing a beautiful in my shades of pink, perfect for my brand. I love
Yeah.
pink. And it's cheers to me. So, tell me about this cheers to me concept and how you birthed this idea. And it's so empowering, but I'll have you
Mm.
share.
So it came about. Okay, so going right back to when I started my business probably 15 years ago now, I had a bottle of champagne in my fridge that I put a post-it note on, and I said, like, I'm going to hit that goal and I'm going to have cold champagne in the fridge to celebrate that moment. Because as a business owner and someone that was living by herself, like, no, and what living by myself, working by myself, like, no one's going to be around being like, woohoo, go you. Like, it's, but no, that's a big bloody deal. Like, the first 10K through a business, heck, the first sale, whether it's $500 or $5,000, is huge. I wanted that to be the cheers moment. And so that has actually, that's why the champagne lounge is called the champagne lounge. It's nothing to do with drinking champagne. It's the celebratory moments. But even now, I've got 6 bottles of champagne in my fridge, all with post-it notes on them, so that when I hit those goals, the champagne's ready to go. And that's my way of celebrating it. But the Cheers to Me campaign came around because you need, like, you need to be proud of your achievements and be okay in blowing your own trumpet and ringing your own bell and going, heck, I did this and I'm really proud of it. And like, yay me. Like, that's what it was about. Being your own cheer squad, but also having that ring of other cheer squads around, because tall poppy syndrome is so real. Like, it's so real. It's scary, really, that there are still conversations out there and people out there that don't celebrate success and they don't have that collaboration sense of mindset. You know, they're not looking at it in a yay you, like yay all of us. They're looking at like, oh, well, she's a bit up herself, isn't she? Like, sharing all that stuff. No, like, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to share. So that's what it was all about. We also did like little mugs as well, so anyone didn't wear t-shirts could have the little like cheers to me mug. And it was just a nod. It was a nod to self, a nod to, heck, I work really hard and I deserve to celebrate the success that I'm bringing to myself. That's what it was about. Yeah.
And it's brilliant. And I believe you and I are very blessed to be in the same group of women, which this is our normal. But for a lot of people, it's not. Our normal is
Absolutely.
to actually, for us to share with each other something we achieved, a goal that we had, a milestone. And it, like you say, it could be just the first sale, the first 500, the first whatever, but it can be in many different areas of life. But we are so blessed to be surrounded by those people. And what's the saying? With a rising tide, all ships rise.
Yeah.
When you are in this environment, you want to be better. You want your peers and your other women to be better, because when they rise, we rise. And
Absolutely. And we
and you've
thrive.
we
Like,
thrive, yes.
mm,
And the creativity and the sparks that are flown. You know, you and I are in different businesses. A lot of us are in different businesses and provide different services for women, but ultimately we're all about empowerment. And when we stand together and empower each other and celebrate each other's body, mind, and soul, everyone flourishes. And then it's the ripple effect. And I feel that some people miss that. And what a shame, because collaboration is one of the most beautiful things ever.
it's the best. It's the
Mm.
actual best. And that's why I talk so much about having that little pod and having those spaces, because you it will take you time to find your squad, like your group, your people. But when you find them, like when you find them and when you've got that, like, you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like, oh my God, like I can do anything. I have to decompress, not decompress, but actually spend a few more days away after I've gone to events for all together in person. Because otherwise my husband's like, no, stop, too much, too much, too much. Like, why are you trying something else, Rebecca? Like, stop it. Can you not just do this? I'm just, your energy changes, even in this conversation, you saying that, like, we can feel it. Like, I don't know about you, but I can feel the energy there. So anyone listening, you can feel it in the tone of voice. You can feel it in, the authenticity is there of genuine. We want to see you succeed, and love yourself, love the people around you, love the life that you're building, love the business that you're building. You can have it all. You really
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
So go create it, dream big and make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is part of my vision for the Body Love Revolution Summit, building a better relationship with your body and yourself, because exactly like you spoke. And when we can build a better relationship with ourselves, we're actually more open to connect with people, because when we're walking around thinking that we are terrible and not good enough and we're unacceptable because we're not this size, and who would love me and who would want me, we stop this collaboration, this connection. And the other thing I'm also really passionate about sharing with women, we do not need to talk about other women's bodies. We do not
No.
need to, that is so old. And when I hear women do this and comment on other people's bodies, I feel very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, really, are we really doing this one? Or when a woman leads with that. And, particularly at the moment, I feel very sad when I see a post of a good body, bad body, a before photo and after photo that we see a lot on social media. And I think we do not need to do that. You are worthy in no matter what body you're in. And why are we even talking about your body?
Absolutely.
We do not need to do good,
Yeah.
bad. And I feel like it perpetuates that. So when we are okay in ourselves, and we don't have to say, look, I was this and now I'm that and I'm better now and I'm more acceptable and more worthy of your connection now, and look at me, I'm now a success. No, you were always a success. You always have been, you always will be. It's just the work, exactly like the story you've told today, Rebecca, which is so inspiring, about feeling that you needed to wear a wig to then not, and showing up in your business and your connections and your collaboration skyrocketing. I mean, you're producing this gorgeous magazine,
Yeah.
4 editions in, you've got the Champagne Lounge, you've got this incredible event you're pulling off, because in yourself, you are certain and you're comfortable. Doesn't mean that you're still not scared and pushing your own boundaries and having to be courageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, when you have done this beautiful work with your beautiful post-it notes, reminding yourself you're okay just as you are, go for it. Make yourself feel good, put your makeup on, wear your gorgeous outfit if that makes you step up and out today, but
Absolutely.
you are already worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've just remembered what my first note said on the mirror. And this was from one of my coaches. It said, I am okay, I am lovable, I am valuable. Like they're the 3 things that were on the mirror for years.
Yeah.
Years. Like, yeah, I can picture it now. Now we've been talking through. So like that's what I mean in terms of self-talk. Like
Yeah.
it starts with the self-talk and it makes a huge difference. Huge.
Mm.
Yeah.
And getting with a woman like you today and talking about this, going, if Rebecca can accept herself, so can I. We can all accept ourselves exactly where we are. And, your story is with hair, without hair. Mine is in a size 16 body, being a yoga teacher and sharing this message, not having to say, well, look, I mastered this because now I'm skinny and I got my mindset right. No, I'm okay as I am. And so are you.
Absolutely.
And that's our
Yeah.
message. Yeah. So then we all rise together. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
No one left behind.
No. So, Rebecca, I do want to share, where can people find you
Yeah.
and what have you got on offer? And please share.
Yeah, yeah. So you can find me at rebeccasaunders.com. I'm on socials at the Rebecca Saunders. Um, in terms of what I can share, for me, the starting point is having conversations and having those collaborations. It's why I started the Champagne Lounge. You'll find that there. It's a virtual space for people jump in and jump out. Um, I'm very much a big believer that there's seasons for everyone. So jump in and have conversations when you want to, connect with new people. But over my website, you'll find all the different things. Like you'll see that I'm a very busy serial entrepreneur. Like I've got the magazine, I run a video production company. I coach and I speak. So if you're loving my vibe, that's going to be there for you. But the starting point would be the Champagne Lounge if you just want to dip your toe in. Yeah.
Fabulous. Rebecca, it has been an absolute pleasure and honor chatting to you today. I have absolutely loved hearing your story, and so much courage and beautifulness sharing with the world. So thank you, my love.
Thanks for having me. It's been fabulous.